You know, there aren't really any words to describe how I felt these last 5 years living alone, but I just know that I'm okay. And every year I learn something new about myself. I just saw a nice man shopping for bras. I thought, who's he shopping for? His wife? His girlfriend? For himself? I don't know. He just looked so perplexed. I wanted to offer my help, but what would I say? Everybody, I'm so happy to see you today. Thank you so much for coming back and seeing me and Desi. We love it that you do that. I hope you had a wonderful week. I hope you're looking forward to the weekend. And I wanted to thank you so much for your beautiful comments on last week's video about when you feel the most beautiful. It was so touching. So today, as you can see by the title, it is the worst products of 2017 according to me. I just want to say that, you know, what works for one person doesn't work for another, and I know some of these products are really truly wonderful products, and there's so many gals here on YouTube that I admire so much, and some of these products they love. So I want to give them their respect and their dues, but I also want to share with you how some of these products failed me. And you know, I didn't even include products that were just fails. I just included products that actually harmed me, like my skin or my hair. And it was kind of funny, actually. So I thought we'd have a little bit of fun today and go through some of my very dangerous epic fails of 2017. You want to do that? Okay, let's do that. Starting off was the Micellar Water. I thought, yep, you know, I love that at night to take off my eye makeup. And I picked up the Dirty Works Micellar Water. Yeah, the thing is, when you're using it, it stings the crap out of your eyes. I mean, I couldn't believe it. The pain was unbelievable. And, you know, I don't want to trash this company because my very favorite product of 2017, I just happen to have it here, is the Radiance Cream that you wear underneath your makeup. I wear it all the time. I wear it everywhere. Anyway, getting back to this, the Micellar Water is, I would not only not recommend this, I would almost pay you not to use it. I mean, it hurts. It's painful. All right, so the next fail was the e.l.f. Lip Plumper, and this was in one of my favorites in the fall, and it truly is. I mean, it's a great lip primer, and it really does plump your lips, but what started to happen is it started to burn my lips, and then I noticed the next day after I used it, my lips would chap and peel, and it was like it was killing my lips. My lips were huge and all plumped up, but they hurt, and I couldn't keep lipstick on my lips. I would do it now for you, just to show you like how big my anyway, no. So for those of you who have this and it works, oh, Thank goodness, because I would feel terrible if I recommended something to you that harmed you, but this hurt me. So yeah, it was absolutely one of the worst products of 2017 for me. Now last year I was going to do a video on the very best BB creams for mature women. So I went to the drugstore and I bought, I don't know, all the ones I could get my little hands on. And I didn't do the video because there was only one that I could stand. But in all the ones that I bought, there was one that stood out. That was so bad. It was so bad. It is the CoverGirl matte. It is the CoverGirl Clean Matte. Clean. I don't forget the word clean. Anyway, this BB cream, it looks harmless. It's in a nice little applicator tube. There you go. It comes out. It doesn't look like it's going to hurt you. It goes on pretty nice, except that the color is of, like, I don't know, mud. And you put it on and the first minute goes okay, and then by the third minute your face starts drying. It's as if you put your face into a vacuum and it starts pulling on your skin and you feel like a prune, and it was the most horrible experience I have had with any kind of foundation, BB cream, CC cream. Last year I tried a lot of primers and they were all pretty good, except the Revlon Fx Primer. I don't know if you remember this from last summer, but this is a primer that is marketed to mature ladies, but there's no directions on how to use it. So I don't know, after about an hour I figured out, oh, you're supposed to pump it. Okay, so you're kind of pumping and waiting for, oh, okay, so here comes the primer. So now what are we supposed to do? Okay, it's the consistency of molasses. That's always good, you know, underneath your makeup to put molasses. Okay, so let's say, you know, you've pumped it out and it's just great, and let's just say this was the best primer in the world, right? This is how they want you to put it on your face, right? Can you imagine? I mean, does anybody have an extra 4 hours in the morning to put on their primer? I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, to actually get the primer into where it needs to be with this? Really? Serious? I suppose, I mean, I'm exaggerating. I suppose you could kind of speed up, but kind of not. I mean, this is the most ridiculous. Honestly, I swear when I got this home and I started doing this, I honestly thought, am I on candid camera? Am I being punked? I mean, honestly, they expect you to do this? I mean, by the time you're done with your primer, I mean, it's time to go to bed. What's the point? Alright, so moving right along, I tried a lot of serums last year, and I tried a lot of vitamin C serums, and one that I was so excited to try was this Olay Hendrickson vitamin C. It's kind of not just a vitamin C, but a brightening serum, and it smells just beautiful, and it gets great reviews, and the women who use this absolutely love it. So I know this is a good product for everybody in the world but me. When I used this product, it was so sticky, and the next day after it stung a little bit when I first used it, but the next day it looked like I had rosacea. My cheeks were on fire and they were so red and they hurt. All these products hurt me, but I mean, this really hurt. So I thought, you know what? I had done like a microdermabrasion that day, and I thought, okay, that's it. So I tried it again, and I tried it a third time. Can you believe it? I did this. I took one for the team. But anyway, every single time that I use this wonderful product, it absolutely ripped up my cheeks, ripped up my face, and I just did not feel prepared, you know, to go through that, you know, because maybe if I had just kept using it for 10 days, I could have gotten through the tunnel and my skin would have adjusted to it, but I didn't want to give it that long because it hurt. I know a lot of you know that I have a lot of trouble with puffy eye, so I was really excited last year to try tie-dye. I'd heard so many good things about it, and so many women I respect on YouTube love it. So, you know, I couldn't wait to get it. And so I did a video on it. I tried it. I did a video, and I said, you know, I was kind of hopeful that it was going to work. And what happened is, you know, I would pump it out. The gel, it's a gel, and this is like half full, but it doesn't come out anymore. But anyway, you put the gel on and you leave it on for 10-15 minutes, and then you wipe it away, wash it away with cold water, and then your eyes are supposed to be terrific. And it's supposed to be, the effect is supposed to be accumulative. Okay, great. The problem was for me is I don't like any motion or tugging underneath my eyes. So what would happen is the gel would be so difficult for me to remove that I would end up tugging and then causing underneath my eyes to be red and kind of swollen. So, oh, and a really quick story about what happened too is I had kind of a hot date. And so I wanted to look super nice, and you know, they say, you know, this is supposed to be, the effects are supposed to be accumulative. So I thought, okay, you know, I'm going to use my tight eye again and I'm going to look terrific. And so I just slathered it on, and I, you know, took it off and put my makeup on, and I was feeling really good. And my date picked me up and we went to the restaurant, and I really felt I was looking good. And anyway, I got home and I looked in the mirror and I about died. When I went, I guess, to take it off before I put my makeup on, I didn't get all of it. So what had happened is this like glob of it had dried underneath my eye, and it was kind of like just hanging out with my makeup and my concealer. So the whole night my date was probably just staring at this hunk of crap I had underneath my eye, and I thought I looked so lovely. So no, not gonna use tight eye, never again. Another product that was in one of my favorites last year was this Can2 heat protectant. And you know, alone, this is, you know, actually a pretty good heat protectant until it meets hairspray. And then it becomes like a MacGyver thing, and it's like your hair blows up. I mean, it is so bad. And this is this Aussie hairspray. This is the worst. I don't even want to call it hairspray. I don't know what it is, but it's so bad. And so when the Aussie hairspray meets the Can2 heat protectant, really bad things happen to your hair. It is amazing. You just touch your hair and it's like it falls out. It breaks off. It's just, I swear, if you have a woman in your life that you can't stand, just buy her a few cans of these, wrap them up, and say Merry Christmas. This is the worst, absolute worst product I think I have tried in years. It's so bad. I don't know. I don't even dare look at the ingredients because I know I'll be horrified. It was that bad. So one of my favorite tanning products is by L'Oreal. It's the Sublime Bronze Towelettes, and you know, you just take it out and it's a towelette, and you just, you know, swipe it all over your body, and then you end up looking tan like Bo Derek. No, not really. Okay, but anyway, so I went to the store to buy a couple boxes, and they didn't have any left. They were all sold out. So they had this deep dark color tan by Banana Boat cream. And I thought, well, that sounds great. And it's deep and it's dark and it sounds good. And then what happened is it comes out, well, that's good. That's a plus. I mean, it comes out of the tube and it smells, it smells so terrible. But you know, if it gave me a lovely tan, I could put up with the smell. But it didn't give me a lovely tan. It was so streaky, and my legs would be, you know, kind of tan and kind of okay, and then I would look down at my feet and they'd be like half white, half orange, pink. I don't know. It was awful. It was absolutely awful. You know, one thing I love to do is try out different foundations for us and see how they react on more mature skin, and I really have a ball doing that. So I tried a bunch of them, and I have to say the very worst one that I tried, and I tried a lot, was the CoverGirl Healthy Elixir. Here it is. It doesn't have a top anymore because I threw it across the room many times. For those of you that use this foundation and love it, please just clue me in on how you apply this to have it work. But I did everything I could with a primer, without a primer. I applied it in 1,000 different ways. You know, I brought in a group of people to help me apply it. I mean, nothing, absolutely nothing worked. It's called Healthy Elixir. Who names these makeups anyway? You know, it's like a bunch of guys sitting around a table like, oh my gosh, you know, we came up with this crap makeup. What are we going to name it? I know. Healthy something. How about Healthy Elixir? What does elixir even mean? I don't know. I'm going to have to Google it. But this was the worst makeup that I used last year. It's amazing. I mean, where do I start? I won't even start. Let's just say it found every line and every pore that I had on my face, and I think it even found some of my neighbors' pores. And to top it all off, it oxidized on me. So I can honestly say that the CoverGirl Healthy Elixir is the foundation that keeps on giving even when you don't want it to. In a couple of days it's going to be my birthday, and I always get so wistful during this time of year. And I was watching a video that I filmed 2 years ago on my birthday, and I'm so sentimental about that video. And you know, I'm very dramatic, and you know, I was really, you know how I am. I'm lamenting, you know, at the window about getting older. And I don't know, I was just watching it, and then I think, okay, now it's 2 years later, and do I still feel the same way? And I really don't. I guess my top priority now is feeling comfortable in my own skin and being the captain of my ship. Because if I'm not the captain, you know, where's the boat going, right? and that brought me back to like 3 years ago when I started my YouTube channel. And, you know, they have, you know, in the About section, they have you put in something about yourself and your channel. And I put in, hi, my name is Susan, and I'm growing up. And it's so funny because that is exactly what the channel was about then. And that's what it's about now. I had to learn to grow up. I mean, I'd been married since I was 18. I never knew what it was like to be on my own, except for the last 5 years, and it's been a journey, and you have taken that journey with me, and I thank you so much. It's funny, having a YouTube channel doesn't make you who you are, it reveals who you are. And we all have a channel. We all have a story to tell, and we all have a channel. It's just some broadcast and some don't. But in the end, nobody's going to remember what wrinkle cream I liked or what was my favorite eyeshadow palette. Hopefully they'll remember my words, my deeds, my songs, or the people that I leave behind. My children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren. So yeah, I got a lot of things to work on, and I've got a boat to steer.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Come on. You want to say goodbye to the people? Okay, all right, okay. Desi learned how to sit and how to shake this week. I'm so proud of him. And my friend Glenda out there, for my birthday, she sent Desi 2 boxes of treats. Oh my goodness. 2 boxes of just all kinds of wonderful things for him. So yeah, we're doing good. I can't wait till spring and summer and all the wonderful things that we're going to do. Anyway, have a wonderful, wonderful week. And when you're done with your week, come back and see us, okay? All right, it's a deal.